If you are here hearing these words, know that it is not a coincidence. I want to welcome you into a very special journey today, one that marks both an ending and, at the same time, the opening of an entirely new beginning in your life, Leo. You have just crossed a cycle that has stretched across the past 12 years, a journey not only about external achievements, but even more importantly, about inner growth, learning to lead yourself, learning to release burdens that were never truly yours to carry. This is not merely about astrology. This is a spiritual milestone, a sacred checkpoint your soul has been quietly preparing for all along. You may have felt it already, the old patterns repeating, the familiar lessons resurfacing, not to punish you, but to remind you, you have outgrown them. You are no longer who you once were. Today, the universe brings you a message, and the cards reflect it back with clarity. A chapter is closing, the chapter where you carried battles alone, where you bore the weight of expectations that never truly belonged to you, and now you stand at the threshold of something entirely different. A new world where you no longer have to prove yourself, but instead are simply called to exist fully in the truth and light that have always been within you. In the next part of our journey, I will walk with you through the astrological signs and the sacred messages that the universe is gently offering. Together, we will uncover what is being released, and even more importantly, the powerful new opportunities that are ready to meet you just beyond this turning point. As we move deeper into the cosmic story unfolding around you, Leo, it becomes clear that the universe has been orchestrating a profound realignment within your life. Over the past years, you have carried more than your fair share, responsibilities, expectations, and silent battles that were never truly meant to be yours alone. Astrologically, this burden ties back to the ways Jupiter and Saturn have shaped your inner world. Jupiter's long journey through key areas of your chart taught you about leadership, not as the world defines it, but as it is felt within, through self-trust, resilience, and the courage to remain true to your own rhythm even when no one was watching. Now, with Jupiter preparing to shift into your 10th house of purpose and legacy, the weight is being lifted. The universe is asking you to put down what no longer serves you, freeing your hands and heart for the creation of something entirely your own. This moment of pause you are experiencing, that sense of hanging in suspension, of knowing change is coming but not quite seeing its full form, is not a delay, but a sacred preparation. Saturn, now moving through your 8th and 9th houses, invites you to view your life from a higher perspective. It's challenging you to let go of outdated beliefs about success, control, and duty, and to trust the deeper flow of transformation happening within you. This is not the kind of change that rushes in overnight. It is deliberate, thoughtful, and asks you to release the need to cling to old forms. You are being taught patience, but also vision, the kind of vision that sees beyond immediate outcomes and into the long arc of your soul's purpose. At the same time, Pluto's transit through your 7th house is working silently but powerfully on your closest relationships. Some connections, whether romantic, professional, or long-standing friendships, may be naturally falling away. It is not a sign of failure. It is simply the nature of evolution. Not everyone is meant to walk with you into this next chapter. These endings are sacred in their own right, clearing space for relationships that align not with who you used to be, but with the truth of who you are becoming. As painful as it may sometimes feel, this is your invitation to trust that what is leaving your life is making room for partnerships that will nourish, not diminish, your growth. And where is all of this leading you? Toward a profound state of inner abundance. With Jupiter soon blessing the highest point of your chart, and with the grounding lessons of Saturn firmly anchored in your spirit, you are entering a time where you no longer need to chase validation. Your energy itself becomes magnetic. The abundance coming into your life is not born from striving, but from embodiment, from the quiet, powerful certainty that you are enough exactly as you are. This is a new phase, where success will feel less like a conquest and more like a natural reflection of your inner stability, your grounded joy, and your unwavering self-worth. In the space that once was filled with obligations and noise, a new kind of creation is now possible. One born of freedom, authenticity, and the quiet knowing that the universe has always been moving you, lovingly, toward this very moment. As we continue, Leo, I want you to take a moment and really feel this. The sky above you is shifting, and with it, so is the very landscape of your life. This isn't just another chapter opening, it's a cosmic reorientation, a rare alignment of forces that are here to support your greatest expansion yet. First, let's talk about Jupiter. For the past year, Jupiter has been moving through territories that have asked you to stretch, to believe, to outgrow the structures you once built for yourself. And now, it's preparing for a pivotal move into your 10th house, the highest point in your chart, the realm of career, purpose, public life, and legacy. Leo, this is not a small shift. This is the universe lifting you into greater visibility, into a space where your natural light, your creativity, your leadership are not just encouraged, they are needed. Take a breath and imagine it. The things you once dreamed about quietly now begin to take form, where others can see, recognize, and be inspired by them. But remember, it's not about chasing fame. It's about stepping into your role as a builder of something that will last beyond you. Are you ready for that? At the same time, Saturn is moving through Pisces, quietly working behind the scenes in your astrological chart. You may not always feel its presence as loudly as Jupiter's, but trust me, it's there, gently but firmly asking you the deeper questions. Why do you pursue the things you do? Is your ambition still fueled by an old need to prove yourself to others? Or has it transformed into a devotion to living your own truth without apology, without striving? Saturn doesn't rush you, but it demands honesty. It invites you, lovingly but without compromise, to build on foundations that are real, sustainable, and entirely your own. This is your chance to create from a place of inner authority, not outer approval. And then there is Pluto, small, distant, but enormously powerful, moving through your 7th house, the domain of partnerships, marriage, and deep one-on-one bonds. Some of you may already be feeling this. Certain relationships are shifting, perhaps even crumbling, not because you failed, but because you are evolving, and not everyone is meant to evolve with you. Pluto brings transformation that is raw, sometimes painful, but ultimately freeing. It invites you to examine where power dynamics have been unbalanced, where old patterns of giving too much or holding too little have been silently playing out. It asks you, who truly sees you now? Who can walk beside the person you are becoming, not just the person you were? This is not just about astrology. This is about your life, your real lived experience, and you are being asked now to step into it fully, eyes open, heart steady, soul awake. In the next part of our journey, we'll explore what you are stepping into, and why what's ahead is so much greater than anything you are leaving behind. Stay with me. You're closer than you think. And now, Leo, we come to perhaps the most important part of your journey, the part that has nothing to do with effort, struggle, or proving anything at all. This is where the soul takes the lead. I want you to imagine yourself, just for a moment, a lion, no longer roaring for attention, no longer chasing after anything. Instead, you are walking, calm, strong, centered, into a vast field of stars. You are not seeking approval, not hunting for validation. You are simply arriving, fully present, fully yourself. And in that sacred stillness, something beautiful happens. The universe meets you there. The stars, the opportunities, the right people, the true desires, they begin to gather around you, drawn to your light, not because you demanded it, but because you became it. This is what is opening for you now. A season of divine magnetism, a time when you are no longer called to chase, but to receive. Everything you have worked so hard to build inside yourself, the courage, the integrity, the resilience, is now becoming your natural field of attraction. The right opportunities, the aligned relationships, the purposeful paths, they are already moving toward you, even if you cannot yet see them. And here's what I want you to remember. You don't need to force it. You don't need to reach harder, try louder, or explain yourself to anyone. You simply need to stay rooted in who you have become, in your truth, in your quiet, unshakable knowing that you are worthy not because of what you achieve, but because of who you are when you are simply being. As we move forward, I'll guide you through how to stay open, how to recognize these blessings when they arrive, and how to keep your heart clear and ready. Because Leo, you're not just stepping into a new chapter, you're stepping into a new way of being. And it's going to feel more natural, more peaceful, and more powerful than anything you've ever known before. Stay with me. This is just the beginning. And as you stand there, Leo, in that endless field of stars, I want you to notice something deeper still. The power that now surrounds you is not loud, it's not desperate, it's quiet, but it's absolute. It radiates from you in waves that cannot be measured by the old standards of success or recognition. It is the kind of power that comes only from wholeness, from the deep, unshakable alignment between your heart and your soul's true path. You are not here to chase opportunities anymore. You are here to allow them, to let them find you the way rivers find the sea, naturally, inevitably. Every prayer you once whispered into the night, every silent hope you dared not speak aloud, they have already been heard, and now they are making their way back to you, not as distant dreams, but as real, living moments prepared specifically for the person you have become. I want you to ask yourself gently, what if I no longer had to fight for what is mine? What if I trusted that what belongs to me will recognize me just as surely as I recognize it? Because that is the reality you are stepping into now, Leo. A reality shaped not by force but by frequency, your frequency. The more you honor who you truly are, without apology, without shrinking, without reaching for approval, the stronger your field becomes. And the stronger your field becomes, the more effortlessly the right doors, the right people, and the right blessings open. This is the quiet revolution happening inside you. This is how you rise now, not in noise, not in chaos, but in grace, dignity, and magnetic certainty. In the next part of our journey, I'll help you recognize the signs that your new life is already beginning to weave itself around you, and how to walk forward with even more trust, even more strength, even more light than ever before. Stay close, Leo. Your moment is not coming. Your moment is already here. And so, Leo, as we come to the end of this chapter together, I want you to remember, this isn't truly an ending at all. It's the soft, powerful beginning of a life lived from the deepest place of truth inside you. You are not the same person who first stepped into this 12-year journey. You are wiser now, lighter, and infinitely more in tune with the rhythm of your own soul. You no longer have to carry what was never meant for you. You no longer have to chase what has always been destined to find you. From this moment forward, let each step you take be rooted in trust. Not in fear, not in proving, not in old stories of who you once had to be. Trust the unfolding. Trust the magnetism that now flows effortlessly from your being. Trust that everything aligned with your highest good is already moving toward you. Thank you for walking this part of the path with me today. It's been an honor to stand here with you, right at the threshold of your new beginning. As you move forward, keep your heart open, your spirit steady, and your light unwavering. The universe has seen your journey, has honored your resilience, and now it is ready to meet you with blessings beyond anything you have imagined. I'll be here whenever you need a reminder of how far you've come and how much more awaits you. Until we meet again, Leo, stay true, stay open, and stay radiant. Your new story has already begun.